G'day everyone, Michael from Round 1 here. Just going through the 28 Days Later challenge for pro people, so those people doing the pro option of the 28 Days Later challenge, the extras. Now this one is probably the trickiest of all. I'm going to be going up and down stairs a couple of times. Don't stress too much about it. It's actually it flows okay once you get in the groove of it all, so it's just a matter of getting started and getting into it. Now we start with 2 to 3 minutes on the assault bike, and then our warm-up set is actually the same as our first superset. So I hope that sort of makes sense. Now, we're going to use the leg extension and the leg curl to do our warm-up, and then that becomes our first superset. So first things first, jump on. With the leg extension, you're sitting up nice and straight, your feet hook under here. And I'm just going to do 25 reps, all the way out, all the way back, nice and steady, at a relatively light weight. I hope that sort of makes sense. Now, again, the warm-up is a superset, and the first block of our leg blast, lower body blast, is also a superset. Now I know I explained that in the upper body video, but just to reiterate again, what it means is you've got 2 exercises and you're alternating back and forth between them. Now sometimes you use the same muscles, sometimes you use a different muscle group. In the case of what we're doing today, I'm going to use our quads on the first effort, I'm going to roll over and do our hamstrings on the next. I hope that sort of makes sense. So the warm-up and the first set is exactly the same. Leg extension. From there, you jump off, you turn this machine effectively over. So your little handle here is going to click under, pick the seat up, and then to do my leg curl, I'm going to lay down facing the other way. Sorry about the butt shot. And I have 15 reps to do here as the 25 reps in the warm-up. And then the superset becomes sets of 15. Obviously, we want to really lift the weight up when it's time to start our heavy work here. Again, just like with the upper body stuff, we have 6 sets to do. Hope that sort of makes sense. We do our warm-up, 25 reps of each, then we do our first superset, which is 6 sets of 15 reps of each. Hope that makes a lot of sense. If not, be sure to just grab me in the gym and double check. From there, on the circuit, we will then go downstairs, and got some back squats and Bulgarians to do. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to do the other upstairs stuff here, which involves the leg press, which is this little sucker over in the corner. So, on the leg press, the weights go on these 2 poles here. I'm just going to put a little bit on, just for the sake of it. I've got a little bit of a tricky exercise to get through. Now, what we have to do on the leg press as part of this circuit is do 10 reps with both legs, and then 5 reps with our right, 5 reps with our left. Feet just nice and set in the middle of the plate. These handles here, slide them out of the way. If you see these locks up here, that'll move those plates out of the way. Hopefully that makes sense. All the way down, all the way up. Notice I've just moved my hands onto these other handles to grip. 10 reps with both legs. Then, without putting the plate down, I'm going to move that foot over into the middle. This leg goes here. 5 reps with my right. Resetting. 5 reps with my left. Lock it in. And then I've got to walk up and down the stairs carrying a couple of plates. As I do that, I know it says 10 off 20, I'm just going to grab these ones here, which are 15, only because they're closest. I think the example remains the same. On the way down the stairs, I can walk on every step, as you can see. On the way up though, I need to walk on every second step. Hopefully that makes sense. So I go down on every step, go all the way to the bottom, guys, all the way down to the front doors, then back up every second step. Now again, I've got to do 6 sets. So let me put these plates down. So basically what I have to do is I've got to do my leg press, 10 with 2 leg, 5 right, 5 left, and I'll do 2 up and down the stairs with my plates, and I'll do that whole sequence 6 times. All right, I'm going to go downstairs now and go through the last part of this little circuit. Hey, sorry, I've just come back downstairs to to finish off the video for the lower body blast for the pro people doing the 28 days later challenge. Now, this little superset, you've already done the leg curl and leg extension upstairs, then you do this one, and then you go back upstairs and do the leg press and stair climbs. So I'm just gonna go through this. You've got 2 exercises to do. The first one is back squats. We're gonna do 6 sets of 8. So what we want is to choose a weight that you can do a maximum of 8 reps with. Now, you might need to do a couple of warm-up sets before you start. That's just the way it goes, but you guys can let your conscience be your guide when it comes to that. And we're going to split that with some Bulgarian split squats using a couple of dumbbells. I'll show you those in a second. First things first, if you haven't used the rucks before, there's a couple of videos floating around on our website or on our YouTube channel about how to do that. But I just need to get this up so that the bar is going to be level with sort of halfway up my chest or just above my sternum. It's going to be pretty much there. Maybe you might be a bit more comfortable with it higher. I personally prefer it a little bit too low and a little bit too high. So I'm just going to put it there and match them up. Bar goes up. Well, support arms are in place, so if I get a little bit too heavy, I can collapse and the bar's not going to land on my head. I think that's always important. Under the bar, 1 step back, don't step out of the rack. Stay inside the rack where the support arms are. Got 8 reps, all the way down, driving up nice and high. The plates, obviously on the racks alongside. Load up, keep track of where you're at. They're Olympic plates, so you're going to be okay. You can have these bars uneven with heavier weight on one side and less on the other, and it won't collapse. But don't go to the point where you've got 0 on one side and 200 kilos on the other. It will collapse. Just for the example, I'm just going to whack 60 kilos on this bar. The bar weighs 20 kilos. 20 plus 20 plus 20 is 60. And just show you where we're at. Same thing. Do our 8 reps. 1 step back, all the way down, driving up nice and high, doing our 8 reps. This superset involves some Bulgarian split squats. Now, I don't really need you to go too heavy with these. You'll see I've only got nice little light dumbbells. These are 12.5 kilos. I find myself that the balance is enough of a challenge without adding too much weight to the equation. I get my leg nice and forward, my laces down, so not my toes, laces down, all the way down, all the way up. 6 reps each side. When I've done my 6 each side, I jump back under the bench, under the barbell, and I do, another 8 back squats. I'm doing that, just like the other supersets, 6 times. All of that leaves me with the last little abs blast to do. When I do that, I'm gonna do some ab crunches, followed by some side to sides, followed by some reverse crunches. With your ab crunches, we've got to set at 20. We're holding at the top for the count of 3. So I'm up, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, etc. 20 reps. Then got my side to sides, heels together, feet together, going around. I missed. Making sure you touch your heels each time. 50 reps, reverse crunches, hands down, legs straight. I don't want you kicking up in the air. Keep those legs keep your feet on a nice simple plane so they stay a consistent distance off the ground all the way through the movement, all the way up, all the way out. Try and keep your knees together. 20 reps. Again, 3 sets of your ab blast at the conclusion of your little leg circuit. As I said at the start, 45 minutes for each of these. So you've got those 3 workouts as part of the Pro Challenge. The cardio killer, the upper body blast with abs, and the lower body blast with abs. This was the lower body one. What can I say? Good luck, everyone. 4 weeks of pain. Bring it on. Let's go. Cheers. I'm done. I don't know why you're still filming me.